Greetings from Concierge Home Care and from me, Sira Botes, occupational therapist and creator of the Botes Memory Method. Today we would like to talk a little bit about the holiday blues and depressed mood, and how can we combat this in our own lives but also in the lives of our loved ones. You know, when we go into the holiday season, coming up Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, other religious celebrations, it may be very overwhelming, and it may be a time that we grieve the loss of loved ones, a time that we grieve the connection that we don't have with our family members, either due to isolation or due to the fact that we are far away from each other. So it's just very important that we as healthcare workers, but also us as family members, and then patients, people living with a depressed mood or living with sadness in their lives, be able to recognize what does this look like, and then also get some tips on what can we do to combat the holiday blues. First, it's important to recognize that certain of our lifestyle habits may change when we're feeling blue, when we're feeling depressed, when we're feeling isolated. It may feel like there's nothing to get up for in the morning. It may feel like doing the next thing is not worth it, and why should we even do it? So this impacts our eating habits. We may eat more, or we may eat less, or we may eat the wrong kind of things. We may drink more. We may indulge in some street drugs or over-the-counter drugs. We may sleep longer or sleep less, have insomnia. We may stop doing things that we used to enjoy because suddenly it's too much effort. We may stop going to the dining room if we're living in a senior community. We may stop engaging in social activities with friends or with activities that's presented to us in our community because it's too much effort and it takes so much out of us. These things all point to feeling depressed or having the blues. And there's a few things we can do. The number one thing is to remember that a good structured routine is very important, even if you don't feel like sticking to it. Our bodies need a certain amount of sleep. Our bodies need nutrition and hydration. And when we deprive ourselves of these healthy habits, we just go into a negative cycle. So sleeping enough at night is very important. Setting a timer to go to bed and to get up at the same time, very important. Building some exercise into your day. 30 minutes of exercise combined with nature, sun, wind, blue skies is something that lifts our spirit. It improves our mood. It actually impacts our hormones on a deep psychological level. And we'll talk about that a little bit. Setting some very specific goals for you in your day, attainable goals, joyful things that can make you feel better and can make you look forward to your day. Schedule into your day and into your week a message to your family, a video chat, a telephone call. How about sitting down and write notes to family members that's far away, or write notes to loved ones or neighbors or community members that may also feel lonely. Just that act of giving will make you feel better. And then build enjoyable activities such as building a puzzle, reading a good book, watching that movie, listening to some good music. All of that helps us release feel-good hormones. And let me read those feel-good hormones to you. There is dopamine. That's the reward chemical. And when we complete a task, or we do self-care activities, or we eat food, or celebrate small wins, we release dopamine in our brain, in our bodies. Another one is oxytocin. That's the love chemical. And you know, by holding a dog or a baby or a child's hand or a loved one's hand, or just giving a simple hug, that release the oxytocin, feel-good love chemical. Serotonin, that's the mood stabilizer. Now, when we meditate or pray or have some quiet time, you release serotonin. Music can aid in that practice. Exercise in nature, walking, swimming, bicycling, just being outside, moving outside. Even if you're doing that, seated in your chair and getting a good amount of sun, that's a mood stabilizer, and we call that hormone serotonin. And then the last but not the least, endorphins. You may have heard of endorphins. That's the painkiller. And something as simple as laughter releases endorphins. So jokes, reading some comedy, or watching a comedy, or comedians, that all of that will allow you to laugh, a deep old belly laugh, and release endorphins. Essential oils, that's something new out in the market that you can find, little lamps that will actually switch off on its own, that you can mix some essential oils into. There's a whole science behind essential oils. Ooh, good news for the chocolate lovers, dark chocolate. Combined with exercise, release endorphins. So on this feel-good note, let's see if we can structure our days to release some feel-good hormones so that we can combat the holiday blues. For more information like this, go to our YouTube channel, go to our websites, conciergehomecare.com for information, and also to the BotesMemoryMethod.com website, where you'll find a blog on how to combat the holiday blues and isolation. With much love from all the staff here at Concierge Home Care, we hope that you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.